This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
This season, though, Tim, arguably he's got better stuff. He's an 11-3 record.
Drops the ball in right center. Clemens goes to third. Twins lead 3-1 as Cody slides in safely, and the worm is turned at Yankee Stadium.
Cody snapped an 0 for 18 with that swing. He then scored on Royce Lewis's double to make it 4-1. Cody Funderburg picked up the final out of the seventh. Justin Topa, a scoreless eighth and ninth for the save. Twins won at 4-1 to avoid the sweep and break their 9-game losing skid versus the Yankees. The team got back after 3 o'clock this morning, and now they have one of the best pitchers in the game awaiting them. For more on Game 1 of this series versus Detroit, we're at the park thanks to Treasure Island Resort and Casino. I'm joined in the booth by Chris Atterbury and Hall of Famer Paul Molitor. Paul, I'm going to start with you. We know Derek Skubal is one of the best in the game. He has that nasty changeup. He's got the fastball and the velo that goes with it. My question is, just in this day and age where there seems to be an emphasis on the fastball and velo and leverage situations, is it because guys don't see enough changeups coming up that the Twins just continue to be baffled by the changeup here this season?
Well, I don't really think you can attribute that to the fact that they don't see them coming up. You might not see a guy like Skubal, obviously, in the minor leagues very often. I think the best approach tonight is that you can't try to hit all his pitches from pitch one when you step into the batter's box. Hopefully you can try to have, your eyes, locked in on picking up that fastball and being aggressive if you get one. Either that or maybe you're looking for an off-speed pitch early. But if you get 2 strikes, you got to fight. You're hoping to get some traffic somewhere along.
Lineup here today: Austin Martin, Byron Buxton, and Ryan.
Smart choice. That's Wallside Windows. Wallside offers no interest, and we're the industry leader with the longest financing options. Whether you're doing just a few windows or the whole house, Wallside makes it easy for you. Start saving now. Get half off every window plus Wallside's exclusive, no interest, extended financing with no down payment. Call 1-800-521-7800 or go to wallside.com.
AJ Hinch Show, a preview of today's game with Tigers manager AJ Hinch.
Brought to you by McLaren Health, official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers.
We're getting ready for a 4-game series with the Minnesota Twins after a series win over the Chicago White Sox. AJ, let's just start. 1-0 win. Melton, Gibson, Long, Finnegan, Vest. You love the pitching that you saw yesterday.
I sure do, and we needed it, and we needed one run was enough, but that was nice to see us close out a series win. It's kind of been our calling card all year. I know it doesn't feel like it necessarily the last month, but man, we've won a lot of series by doing enough to beat the opponent, and yesterday we needed the contributions of a lot of people. Even the inning where we scored, it was good at bat Carp, good at bat Torp, good at bat Greeny, good at bat Wenzel, and it was good to see that, and the pitching backed up the opportunity where we had the small margin for error. So I did love the win because we had to fight for it and did just enough.
I want to talk about Troy Melton and Gibson Long. Start with Melton, and I loved your comment. You said, I get asked about him all the time, but I'm more impressed with how he's doing, meaning handling everything more than what he's doing. And what he's doing is pretty good. What has impressed you about? What are some of the things that go into your observation that you love how he's handling everything?
Well, he's calm, and he just takes the ball and goes out and tries to execute with his best stuff. And that is easier said than done when you're a young pitcher and you don't really have a defined role. You're not in the rotation. You're not necessarily even the closer, but you're a guy who's going to be handed the ball in important innings. And it's nice to see him adapt to whatever role we need. He goes out, he fires 95, 98, good breaking ball, good slider, a cutter. The split is still there, and he's got a lot that the hitter has to deal with, and we needed those 5 innings yesterday. Our pitching's been strapped a little bit. We wanted to give our rotation, an extra day's rest, and he stepped up with an incredible outing.
We talked just the other day, first pitch strikes are great, but the quality of those first pitch strikes is also important. Man, AJ, 15 of 16 batters were first pitch strikes, and it wasn't much hard contact. He knew he had to be efficient because he wanted to keep pitching, and he knew he was probably on a pitch count. That's a real skill.
It is, it's also a mindset. I think what's important about Melton and our young pitchers who have come up, our PD system does a great job of establishing that we are going to pitch ahead. It doesn't mean we're going to throw middle pitches. It doesn't mean that we're conceding to the competition, but we're going to attack the opponent with first pitch strikes, best stuff, best location, whatever that is, and be relentless. Because the more 0-1 counts we get into, the faster we get to 2 strikes, and the better we get the results. And Melton was a huge example of that. I don't think he threw his first ball to a hitter on the first pitch until maybe the 4th or 5th inning, which is ideal. We'll send that tape to the minor leagues.
What is his? I mean, I guess the better way of asking his role now, it just gives you great flexibility knowing that he hadn't started in 2 weeks. He made 2 relief appearances. He does that. He can go back to the bullpen. Just describe what that does for you as a manager.
Well, he's available to be anything, and I think it's important that, we have 40 games left in this regular season, and we're going to use our guys as all.
Claro, 95 años transformando tu vida a través de la conexión.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, someone that's just mailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
Hank Greenberg helped popularize the first baseman's mitt, holding a massive 13-inch pocketed glove. That was quickly banned, reducing the maximum size to 12 inches. Paul Richards also developed a black hole-sized catcher's mitt. This ginormous thing, measuring 42 inches in circumference, was known as Big Bertha, or the elephant, for its massive size. It was swiftly outlawed as well.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
This is your sign to get a large two-topping Crazy Crust pizza for $6.99 when you order online from Little Caesars. It's fate that you're hearing about this delicious crust sprinkled with Parmesan. And the universe wants you to know there's over a dozen toppings to choose from. Order online with promo code JustCrustUs to get a large two-topping Crazy Crust pizza for $6.99 for a limited time. Little Caesars is the real deal. Pizza, pizza. Offer available for a limited time online only and at participating Little Caesars stores. Enter promo code JustCrustUs online or via the Little Caesars app at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. See our website or app for more information.
Jeff Rieger with Around the League from the 1-800-COLES Ham Studios, brought to you by Big B Coffee, the official coffee of the Detroit Tigers. Let's go ahead and just be honest here and Around the League. Even before the baseball season started, everybody was predicting that the LA Dodgers would repeat as World Series champions this year. After all, they got a ton of talent, an enormous payroll, and they simply just looked unbeatable to start the season when they railed off 8 straight. And at one point, they led their division, the NL West, by 9 games back in early July. But then the Padres entered the chat. There was no team in baseball that was more active than San Diego at the trade deadline, and they've won 23 of their last 35 games, and they have accomplished the unthinkable. They've caught the Dodgers, and won again yesterday. San Diego and San Francisco looking for the sweep of the Giants, already up 8-zip. Ramon Laureano, one of the players the team acquired at the deadline, grabbed the bat, 5th inning.
In the air to left field, that is deep, and that ball is gone. Ramon Laureano with his 17th home run of the year, 2-run shot, puts the Padres on top 10-0.
The Padres continuing to put a hurting on the Giants, and they are just crushing mistakes. Boy, he's been fun to watch. Once again, bottom of the lineup. It is remarkable.
Padres win at 11-1. They now have a 1-game lead in the NL West over the Dodgers, and guess what? San Diego heads to LA to start a 3-game weekend set with the Dodgers starting tomorrow. Talk about drama. Around the league from
what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
to the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth. From the field, brought to you by Meyer, official partner of the Detroit Tigers.
And today on the Tigers from the Field Report, we'll hear more from Kerry Carpenter. If you look at the uptick in production in the last probably month or so, or probably like 2 or 3 weeks or so, or the time since you've been back, you are a key part of this offense. I don't think that's crazy to say that. Do you feel that, and do you feel like how the lineup shakes out differently when you're in it?
It's a blessing to be thought of like that, and I hope that's the case, because I really just want to, if I'm in the middle of the lineup, I just want to help the team win and help the guys around me, and so hopefully other guys, get better pitches to hit, and but yeah, I hope to be a part of a lineup like that, and I want to have a middle of the lineup that people are, scared to get through, and so that's all of our goals, and it's special to be a part of that.
Well, you've absolutely done that. 26 from Torque, 27 from Raleigh, 21 from yourself, a boatload of doubles in production that way. You've certainly been a big piece of that when you've been in the lineup. I want to shift the focus a little bit now to the defense, and you made an unbelievable running catch in the first batter of the game yesterday. Walk us through that catch. I didn't think you were going to get there, but you got there. You put on your cape, man, and flew through the air and got there. It was a great running catch in the right center field gap.
Yeah, that's something I work on a lot, and it's something that I take pride in, because I want to be a well-rounded player, and you can help the team win when you're not hitting, which there's games where you're not going to hit. So, yeah, being able to make a catch like that, I just saw it well off the bat, and knew I had room to run, so there was no fear. And so just going as fast as I could, just let it go, and felt free, and ended up getting there.
But you said let it go and felt free, and again, I don't want to keep going back to the injury, but it's a thing. Sometimes you haven't really had that opportunity. Maybe on the bases, you've had the opportunity to open it up and run full speed, but have you had to really open it up and get on your horse and go get one since you've been back? And you look like you passed the test with flying colors yesterday.
Yeah, it felt good. So it's been feeling really good since I've been on my rehab assignment, whenever that started. And so on the bases, I felt like I can go 100%. In the outfield, I feel like I can go 100%. And I've been feeling like I've been, like running faster than I had before. I like going through the injuries and like the small stuff earlier this year. But yeah, it's been feeling great, and I was happy to kind of just let it go last night.
Yeah. Kerry, last one for you. You're normally in right field. It's kind of back when you play defense. That's kind of where you've played. You're over in left field today. I know you work in both corners.
We play in Toronto. Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys, so when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
If you were to find a jersey, or if you swap a jersey with one of the players on the National League,
Who would it be? Who'd you pick?
Okay, so I got an Ohtani jersey last year, so I'm gonna probably say Harper.
Maybe Judge. He's one of the greatest to play the game in the last 5, 6, 7 years, so it'd be cool to have his jersey. Ellie's been fun to watch. Yeah, Ellie'd be a cool one. I mean, his jersey would probably be too big for me. It'd probably go down to my knees.
Brought to you by Sam Bernstein Law, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Jack Demmer Ford, Corwell Health, Jack Demmer Lincoln, Figo, Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, The D Las Vegas, Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers, Northville Lumber, Feiger Law, Meyer, Comerica, McLaren Health, Wallside Windows, and Little Caesars Pizza.
With the call of the game from the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth, here are the voices of Tigers baseball, Dan Dickerson and Bobby Scales.
Cloudy skies, windy, very pleasant.
You know, we like to stay on topic here, but Squirrel! Squirrel! What? Where? Squirrel, where? Oh, no.
How about that? That went right up into the batter's eye, into the camera position. How about that?
That one will fall into the White Sox dugout. Well, it looks like he's still aggravated about being traded away. She's so excited she just threw it back. That was off the ledge, too. We can't get that down.
How do you get out, though? That's the problem. There's no exit.
At shortstop, batting 7th. The left fielder, Alan Roden, will bat 8th, and Edouard Julien will play first base and bat 9th.
Pitching matchup again at Scoobel against Ober, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. For all the latest offers, go to Toyota.com. Keys to the game brought to you by Bell's Founders and Long Drink, proudly distributed by Rave Associates. Let's talk about the keys for the Tigers against Bailey Ober. They got to him in that start in June. 7 runs on 11 hits. But Bailey Ober just went to the IL for a hip issue that apparently had been bothering him. Previous 5 starts have been really, really good. That's all we can remember about Bailey Ober, how tough he is on the Tigers. Keys for them to make it 2 good starts for the Tigers offense against him.
He's going to try that 4-seam fastball at the top of the zone. He's a big man with really long extension, 7 feet, 4 inches of extension. That is absolutely elite. What does that mean? The baseball literally gets on you faster and plays up. So that 90-mile-an-hour fastball, 91-mile-an-hour fastball looks more effectively like 94, 95 with as far out as he gets. If you let him dominate the top rail, it's going to be a long night for the Tigers. You have to get that fastball off the top rail. He's not an elite strike thrower. He's an elite strike thrower. He's not an elite locator. There are going to be fastballs in the middle of the plate to hit and do damage on. And when the Tigers get one, they can't miss it.
Tigers have gotten to him a few times, but again, other than that start in April, they really hadn't gotten to him much in his starts the previous 5 going back to 2023. Game time weather is brought to you by Clean Express Auto Wash, the official car wash of the Detroit Tigers. Fast, easy, clean, and free vacuums Very comfortable 78 degrees in downtown Minneapolis. Been a cloudy day. A little rain shower had the tarp on the field for a moment before the game, but we're ready to go for pitch number one. And our first pitch tonight is brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. Twins come in with a record of 57-63. The Tigers 70-52, and they now get ready to face the big 6'9" righty from Huntersville, North Carolina, Bailey Ober.
Bailey Ober, big right-hander out there. Three-quarter arm slot, like we talked about earlier already, gets out there. There's a lot of ways to create deceptions, a lot of ways to make your pitches play up. He gets elite extension on that fastball in all of his pitches. It's a four-seam fastball, changeup, slider, sweeper, curve, and a sinker. For the most part, it's going to be the first three pitches. The four-seam fastball, the changeup, and the slider. That's what he uses about 75-80% of the time. The changeup is a very good off-speed pitch for him, a little bit better than the slider.
Colt Keith in the leadoff spot. First pitch fastball up and away. And we are underway here at Target Field. Beautiful setting for baseball in downtown Minneapolis. So glad to have you along for the first of a four-game series. 1-0 pitch, swinging a foul out of play. And you can see it right there, 91, middle. Colt Keith can do damage on that ball. He was late. Tigers hit 4 home runs in that start in June. Swing and a miss, good changeup. When he's going right, Bobby, and it's just been a very streaky season, you've got to believe the hip was a part of it, because he had an 11-start stretch with a 2.40 ERA April and May, and then gave up 30 runs in 30 innings in June. But when he's right, changeup and slider are his real weapons. 1-2, swing and a miss, changeup wipes out Colt Keith.
Yeah, doubled up on that changeup, threw one in the zone. Colt Keith swung through it. He'd start that one just about in the same spot. That one dives just below the zone and down and away from the left-handed Colt Keith, and he can't come up with it. But yeah, Dan, to your point, when you have lower body stuff as a pitcher, you could tell in his delivery he's just trying to get off that hip, and it wasn't working.
Slider strike at the belt of Gleyber Torres. Yeah, you went back and looked. I mean, you could just see it.
It was very obvious in his last start before he went on the injury list that he just wasn't able to get on that hip and get off of it properly.
Strike one, slider away. Yeah, you don't have the kind of success that he has had, especially against one team like the Tigers. And then, well, he gave up 7 runs on 4 home runs in that start in Detroit, and that was the start that put him on the injured list. You could tell something wasn't right. Torres takes a pitch low and away. Torres, Carpenter, Green, McKinstry all hit home runs off Bailey Ober. Just came off the IL. This is his 3rd start. Fastball is popped up off the bat of Gleyber Torres. Julian, first baseman, comes into the right of the mound on the grass, makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down here in the first inning. Ober came off the IL, missed a month. 5-inning start against Cleveland, even though he gave up 4 runs on 6 hits. Twins said you could tell right away he was better. The stuff was better. And then a 6-inning start against Kansas City last time out. 1 run on 4 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Change-up strike on the outside edge to Kerry Carpenter. Infield has Lewis at third, Lee at short. Lee shades right up the middle, so Lewis, the third baseman, basically playing shortstop. The outfield deep and straight up on Kerry. Slider misses off the plate and in. So fastball has been his best pitch this year. Slider and changeup, again, his big weapons last year in a very good season. Have both been very hittable. He's been hittable by righties and by lefties. Carpenter, ground ball softly, and I mean softly, to second base. Keisha will field and flip to Julian. Carpenter grounds out, and that is a quick 1-2-3. Easy first inning for Bailey Ober and the Twins. We're at the bottom of the first of
recognize the athleticism of the elite security down there?
Unbelievable. Give a 10 up. Pretty good.
Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, come on, Joe Ryan.
It's all part of the experience.
This is an experience tonight.
Oh, look out. In between the legs of Jose Altuve, almost clipped his buddy in the on-deck circle.
Hey, that'll wake you up.
And Fortes is able to hang on to the foul tip.
Fortes getting a little help from the love handle there.
Find the care you need at McLaren.org.
Bell's Brewery invites you to meet our refreshing new take on a favorite. Introducing Oberon Light. It's got all the sunshine, but with a lighter finish and just 99 calories.
Austin Martin at the plate. First pitch, fastball, strike. Twins are facing the 28-year-old from Hayward, California. Grew up in Kingman, Arizona. Tarek Skubal, the strike one. Line drive caught at first by Spencer Torkelson. That was a jam job. Line drive, but softly hit. Easy play for Torque. 2 pitches, 1 out. 24th start of the year for Tarek Skubal. As we mentioned, coming off a rough start. Shortest start of the year against the Angels. Nothing really to report here. It's time to move on. It's just as he said, proves I'm human.
It happens, even to the best of them, and he's one of them.
Byron Buxton in the number 2 spot in the lineup. Swings and fouls it back to the screen.
Tarek Skubal out there with that familiar arsenal, that 2 and 4 seam fastball that cruises into upper 90s, 97, 98 miles an hour. Devastating changeup and a really, really good slider.
Knuckle curve, a pitch that he throws about once out of every 40 pitches. Breaks it out on pitch number 4.
What's he thinking? Get it out of the way early. Let me go to work with the other stuff now.
We'll see it again in the 5th.
Right.
The 1-1, swing and a miss. Good changeup. He does bring it out at unusual times. Like he doesn't throw it. It's a pretty good pitch.
And again, I've said it a whole bunch of times. I love it. If you threw that in the mix, it'd be even better. But he's pretty good as it is.
Seems to be doing okay.
I don't think he needs my advice on what to do.
Going for win number 12 tonight. The 1-2 is swinging a high fly ball right field. Playable for Carpenter. Back a step, now in 2. Makes the catch in right center field. Byron Buxton back in the lineup. He missed that series in Detroit just over a week ago. And that's why we thought it was such a good matchup for the Tigers. They traded away 4 regulars. Buxton's not in the lineup. You're thinking, well, the Tigers should match up very well, and I thought they did, and I'll still stand by that. But the Twins it's amazing what happens.
Baseball.
They had a lot of good swings, scored 3 runs in game 1, and then 6 and 9 the next 2. Ryan Jeffers takes a pitch outside. He has the most at-bats of anybody in this lineup against Skubal. And right now it's not just advantage Skubal, it's Skubal owns Ryan Jeffers for now. 1 for 21 with 9 strikeouts. And Buxton, after the soft fly ball to right, 2 for 16 with 8 strikeouts. 2-0. Change up low. So, of course, he goes to 3-0. McKinstry at third, Sweeney at short, Torres at second, Torque at first. 3-0, fastball away. The very rare, and I mean really rare, 4-pitch walk for Tarek Skubal.
Definitely don't see that very often.
He only had 10 plate appearances all year with a 3-0 count. Line drive to center field. Javi Baez back a couple of steps, tracking it. He'll make the catch. Luke Keeschel had some good swings in Detroit. That was a sharp line drive deep to center. Javi had it all the way. Good swing, 3rd out. Walk does no harm. We go to the 2nd inning in the first of 4 in Minneapolis.
Anytime we can put on these uniforms, the same ones that those guys played before us in the Negro Leagues, it's an honor to put it on and to share this field with them. It's a piece of history. So, I mean, to be able to wear it present day is honestly an unreal feeling. Once the lights are on and the anthem takes place and you're standing there on the line, it will sink in as to what this moment really means, because I do think it's a meaningful day.
biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted 406 in 162 games. So on the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
They flip with the glove. That was not a good idea.
All he needed to do was try to get the lead guy by giving him a nice easy feed.
No, stay on your feet. No. I thought he was going to stay on his feet.
Uh-oh. The Goose did not know that the game was starting. Maybe the Goose thought it was 6:45 first pitch time.
Oh, man, off the glove and off the dome. He said, oh, man, what happened? It's a moment that you'll never forget, and that'll be on the blooper everywhere.
First inning today was sponsored by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. Riley Green leads off. 1-2-3 first inning for Bailey Ober. First pitch fastball. There it is. Up and in. Swing and a miss. It's amazing how much swing and miss you see on that pitch. Up and in. Just up with the four seam. Fastball up and away from Riley Green. Riley digs in, hitting 269, 27 home runs and 87 RBIs. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball middle. 3 fastballs to start the at-bat. Green 5 for 16 in his career against Bailey Ober. 6'9" righty into his motion. The 1-2 fastball. Man, he's just working. Top rail, and when he gets ahead, he just keeps going higher.
Yeah, no reason to right now because he beat Riley Green with 2 of those fastballs.
The 1-2. Changeup misses down and away. Torkelson, McKinstry to follow. McKinstry has the best numbers in his career against Bailey Ober. The 2-2, swing and a miss. That's incredible. 6 pitches, all fastballs. Was there one changeup in there?
Down and away.
Yeah, one changeup down and away. Otherwise, all fastballs and some swing and miss. And you swing underneath it every time, don't you?
That's what happens typically with a fastball like that. You get beat above your barrel.
90-91, but it's no ordinary 90-91. Spencer Torkelson takes a sweeping breaking ball for a called strike, hitting 240. We've talked about it a lot, but just the steadiness of this season has been impressive for Torque. Sweeper away, fouls it out of play. 4 for 22 with a home run in his career against Bailey Ober. Steady production, hitting all kinds of pitching. And he's never really gotten away from the approach that he's adopted this year. Swinging a pop-up foul and playable for the catcher, Jeffers. Thought it might hit the screen, but he made the catch right up against the screen. 5 up, 5 down as Torque pops out to the catcher, Jeffers. Now leave it up to Zach McKinstry. Very quickly brings us to dollars on deck. We're a batter behind. So as Zach McKinstry steps in, if he gets a hit this inning, Northfield Lumber will donate to Detroit Blightbusters. Northfield Lumber is Michigan's oldest business and largest Trex decking dealer. McKinstry lays off the high fastball. So what's the key, Bobby? That every hitter knows got to lay off the high fastball.
Yeah, you got.
What is the key to actually doing that? Because Riley could not. The 1-0, swinging a long foul fly, 1-1 on McKinstry.
Number one, you have to really be on time with him, and it goes back to he's a high spin rate fastball guy. We've talked a lot about how the spin rate keeps the ball in the air, fights gravity. But the other thing is he's releasing it so much closer to home plate.
Backdoor slider for a called strike, 1-2.
So what that means is you have to get ready. Your timing has to be based on his best fastball, and in his case, his best fastball plus some. So if it's 91, you got to get ready for a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
So somehow you have to tell your body to get ready earlier, even though your eyes are saying, no, you're fine.
Right, correct. But that's it. We joke about it, but that's exactly right. You have to get ready to hit sooner. Then you have to bring that heater down. If he throws it top rail 3 times, then he's...
Tip your hat.
Tip your hat, and that's
Ground
it.
ball back to the mound. Bailey Ober fields it off to the right of the mound, runs it toward first base, hands it off to Julian. 6 up, 6 down, and this is the Bailey Ober we've seen a lot in his career.
There's so much history right here, and when I put it on, and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, and I become a fan for life.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal and I played with Eddie and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, you know, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards and I know.
Threes for every Tigers triple this season.
When something bad has happened.
It's 8 walks on 4 pitches. 3 years. That's 8 impressive. 4-pitch walks. That's insane. 3 years. 3. How many plate appearances? Do we know that? I don't.
The 1-1. Fastball high and tight. 2-1 on Lewis. We saw some incredible strike throwing yesterday. Oof. Troy Melton. And then Sawyer Gibson-Long. Even better in a 2-inning outing. Swinging a pop-up softly into right field. Carpenter will call off Torres, who is going out. The wind pushing it. And he makes the catch as he veers towards center field. Royce Lewis pops out to Kerry Carpenter. That's 2 soft fly balls to right field. Today's game brought to you in part by Northville Lumber, the official lumberyard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. Our second inning is brought to you by the Michigan Lottery, introducing the new Tigers Instant Game pull tab and 2 online games. But Bobby, it's worth talking about. Troy Melton, that was special. Yesterday, Trevor Larnach takes fastball up and in. We're scoreless in the bottom of the second.
It most certainly was. I mean, his ability as a young pitcher coming up, the stuff we know about, but the command for me, Dan, was just outstanding. Whatever pitch, wherever he wanted it.
Fastball just misses away to Trevor Larnach. Strike throwing a little bit off to start for Tarek Skubal, falling behind batters. That's not the norm. Works over on the third base side of the rubber, stands at a slight angle to home plate, quick step back into his motion, fastball straight. John Bacon is our home plate umpire today. Junior Valentine at first. Trip Gibson is at second base. Ryan Blackney is at third. Trip Gibson is the crew chief. McKinstry, Sweeney on the left side of the infield. They shift to the right. The outfield almost straight up on Larnach. 2 home runs in the series in Detroit. Fastball misses. Very unusual to see Tarek Skubal falling behind 3 different batters now. 3-0, 2-1, and 3-1. This is a left-on-left matchup. The 3-1 ground ball under the glove of Spencer Torkelson. Man, if he gets there, he fields that ball, and that's a rare kind of miss. It'll be a hit for Larnach, but you can just feel it from here. Tork knows he probably should have had that.
Without a doubt. He brought his glove up just before. He was expecting that ball to come up.
Yep.
On that next hop, it didn't. It stayed down, scooted under his glove. And while it's not necessarily an error, that's definitely a ball that he normally comes up with. And if you ask him, he'll say the same thing.
There wasn't any hard contact against Milton yesterday.
That's because if you go back and look at some of those first pitch strikes, regardless of pitch type, Dan, they were so well located that even if you swung at them, you're not doing much with them anyway. And there was a couple of them, just four-seamers that just nailed the outside black on either side of the plate, sliders for strikes, even a couple of the changeups he threw.
The 1-2 fastball a little bit high at 97 to Lee. He faced 16 batters and he threw a first pitch strike to 15.
Oof. Good luck with that.
The first ball one came in the 5th inning to the 3rd batter of the inning. The 2-2 ground ball to short, should be 2. Sweeney underhand flip to Torres, over to Torkelson.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Away to Dylan Dingler. Dan Dickerson, Bobby Scales, glad to have you along for the first of 4 Tigers and Twins. Tigers have won back-to-back series for the first time since early July with their series win over the White Sox. Sinker misses in, 2-0 on Dylan Dingler. Sweeney Baez to follow. Tim Jetski and Jared Wells are engineers tonight. And Bobby, that's where it all starts. The Tigers are now 10-6 since their stretch where they lost 12 of 13. 2-0 pitch, fastball up and in, but got the call. Dingler was raising his arms up out of the way.
High fastball. That was a change. See a guy kind of slowly move out. Right. He was all clunky footed, like pow, making all kind of noise. You know,
because there wasn't much there
in the catching area.
Oh man,
there he is again. 2-2. Sweeper away. Now, as a hitter, you feel that, right? The guy's setting up way over there.
Yeah, and truthfully, I've never had that. Only time I had it was over in Japan, but and that's a very commonplace over there. But you do feel like
3-2, swing and a miss, fastball up and in. 8th pitch of the at bat, perfect for Bailey Ober through the first 3. His 4th strikeout ends the 3rd. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning.
A lot of baseball fans have some familiarity with the T206.
American tobacco card set. Of course, features the famous Hannes Wagner card. What we have here are 3 cards from the lesser-known T205 set, which really was a successor to T206. T206 came out in 1909. These 3 cards, as part of the T205 set, came out in 1911.
Nick Allen, el shortstop de este equipo de los Bravos de Atlanta.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thanks, Chef.
Well, we had a special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said, "Mrs. Met, call me," Mrs. Met has her response.
That hit my bat. That was a foul ball I want to hit. He was trying to stay in the hit. See, look, he said foul ball, foul ball. He didn't want to go down to first base. He wanted to hit.
Detroit Tigers.
To Gleyber Torres, easy toss over to Spencer Torkelson. The first one pitch, 1 out, 3rd inning, no score. Today's game brought to you in part by Meyer, an official partner of the Detroit Tigers. Today's game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, ready to help. Talked about Bailey Ober's good stretch, the previous 5 starts against the Tigers before they knocked him around in late June. Tarek Skubal, last 6 starts against the Twins, very similar, only it's 6 more innings. 37 innings where he's given up 5 earned runs on 17 hits with 43 strikeouts, a cool 1.22 ERA. Like this matchup against the Twins tonight. Of course, you like Tarek against really anybody. Is there a matchup you don't like?
I'm going to go with no.
With Tarek Skubal on the mound.
29 versus anybody. I'm with that.
The 2-0. High fly ball, right field. Way back and gone. Edward Julian launches to right. Second time in as many games, the number 9 hitter is homered off Tarek Skubal. That's a stunner. Julian's 3rd of the year and a 1-0 lead for Minnesota.
That's just a fastball, 95 miles an hour on that top railing in, and Julian, quick short swing and got to it. That's impressive. Didn't look like he cheated to that ball, and he got all of it. Wow.
Last game it was Neto who had homered off Skubal before, and the real stunner in the last start against the Angels was Gustavo Campero homering off Tarek Skubal. Strike 1 to Austin Martin. Change up, strike 2. That's not really close. Martin has to step out. Like, wait a minute. All right, step back in. Tigers really handled this guy in Detroit. Hit a lot of ground balls to the left side. The 0-2 swinging a foul out of play. Contact hitter in the minor leagues. Power is not part of his game. Contact is. And again, the contact in Detroit was very soft. He's just up from the minor leagues after they emptied the roster at the trade deadline. Several call-ups from the minors. This is one of them. The 0-2. Shot fair down the third baseline. Slider pulled right by McKinstry, who dove for it, couldn't get it. Austin Martin on an 0-2. Lines a double down the left field line. Homer doubled to start the 3rd inning for the Twins.
Yeah, that's just the slider that was in. He didn't hit it all that hard towards the trademark on the bat, but he got enough of it to beat Zach McKinstry down the left field line. He wanted that back foot, did Tarek Skubal, didn't get it there. It was too far up, and that's the only reason that Martin got that ball down the line, but nonetheless, nobody out here in the third. And he's on second base. 1 out.
Byron Buxton at the plate, changeup, checked his swing, appealed to first. Junior Valentine says he went too far, strike one. Byron Buxton has been on the IL twice this year, and of course injuries have been the big story of his career, but both have been short stints. He has basically played a full season of baseball. It is good for baseball.
Yes.
That Byron Buxton is healthy, swing and a miss, and he is having his best season in terms of having a full season. He had a monster 2021 that was in 250 trips to the plate, but he can stay healthy, over 500 at-bats for the first time since 2017. He's hitting for average, he's hitting for power, he's stealing bases, and somehow, with all the injuries, he is still the fastest man in baseball. I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense. The 0-2. Changeup misses away. Hitting .283 with 24 home runs in his 340 at-bats. Outfield plays into pull just slightly. Hits righties, he mashes lefties. The 1-2. Line drive, pass to diving Sweeney into left. Martin had to hold up to make sure that ball got by Sweeney. Green gets it into McKinstry. Again, not hit hard, but by Sweeney. Runners at the corners. Home run, double, single to start the third for the Twins. Nobody out.
That's just good hitting by Byron Buxton. He was out in front, rode out that pitch on his front side, saved his hands, and then flicked it. It was a changeup down and away from him. Beats Trey Sweeney by, I don't know what, 2 or 3 inches on the full extension there. And because of how soft it was hit and it was a low line drive, Martin could not score on that ball, had to just advance to third. First and third here with 1 out in the third inning, I'm sorry.
Ryan Jeffers takes fastball up. He's not seen a strike tonight from Tarek Skubal. A rare 3-0 count in his first at-bat, and then he walked a 4-pitch walk. Been just a handful of those all year for Tarek Skubal, and again, he has owned Jeffers in his career. Fastball in. He's not getting squeezed.
No.
These are all balls. And right now, again, the command has been off kind of right from the start for Tarek. 39 pitches, 22 strikes, 17 balls, the 2-0. Man, generous called strike, but that really should have been ball 3.
That was definitely off the plate, and Jeffers doesn't want to gripe too much because he's got a pitcher to handle too.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. 1-0 Twins. We're in the third. The 2-1. Ground ball softly foul. Came down and in. Big feature for the Twins in that series in Detroit. Again, given all the subtractions from their lineup, they kind of shocked the Tigers with their home run power. 8 home runs in the 3 games. Flip over to first. Martin aggressively coming down the line. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Not enough players, it doesn't seem like, do that. You throw over, I'm charging.
Especially with the left-hander out there.
Yeah. The last steal of home was in that exact situation by a Tiger. Swinging a foul out of play. Gary Sheffield was on third in Seattle. Don't remember the pitcher, but it was a lefty.
Yeah.
He just kind of flipped it over to first, and Sheff took off and scored easy. 2-2, the count on Ryan Jeffers. Skubal could use a strikeout right here. The 2-2. Fastball up and away. You can tell there's a little frustration for Tarek Skubal on the misses.
Yeah, he's visibly annoyed at himself right now. Just can't dial it in the way he wants. That was a big miss, high arm side too.
This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Shakes off a couple of times and finally steps off. Not quite on the same page at the moment. Jeffers had a big series in Detroit. 5 for 13 with 3 doubles and a home run. The 3-2. Ground ball softly to the left side. McKinstry will charge field and flip. There's only one play, and that's to first. Down to second goes Buxton. Jeffers gets an RBI. Martin trots home. 2-0 Twins in the third.
Yeah, nothing that could be done there. That was a slow developing play. Chopper, slider away from Jeffers. He's out in front. Tops the ball over to Zach McKinstry at third base. No play on Buxton sliding into second. He has to just take out at first. But that run trots home.
Second out of the inning. Forgot about how the inning started with the soft ground ball on the first pitch. Some out, man at second, 2 outs. Keishel taps it foul on the ground behind home plate. Instant replay brought to you every game by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, it's 1-800-CALL-SAM. 2-0 Twins. We're in the third. The strike one. Knuckle curve up and away. He's turning away, visibly frustrated after some of these misses. Just turns away, kind of stares out to center field, kind of gathers himself, settles back in on the third base side, sets, holds a glove above the belt. Keishel at the plate, swing a line drive, base hit into left center. Over the glove of a leaping Sweeney, Buxton will cruise home. 3-0 Twins. Luke Keishel gets a run home with a line drive.
Yeah, and the common theme right now is he's not getting that changeup or the slider where he wants to. Fastball commands off a little bit, but that was a changeup that was up. It was off the plate, yes, but it was up enough for Keishel to just get the barrel of the bat on it and loop it over the head of Trey Sweeney. Again, didn't hit it hard, but because it was up, it was able to get airborne and just beat Sweeney over his head.
Home run was a no-doubter off the bat of the lefty, Julian. That's kind of a stunner in and of itself. Even lefty who hasn't had much success against lefties in his career.
Yeah.
It's a lefty in Terry Skubal who buries lefties. And he got to a high fastball to do it. And then double. Line drive down the line. Line drive single for Buxton was just past the glove of a diving Sweeney. Ground out, and now the line drive single to make it 3-0. 4 hits here in the third. Quick visit from Chris Fetter. First pitch slider on the back door, close enough. That outside edge away from a righty is big right now for home plate umpire John Bacon. Something to watch when Bailey Ober takes the mound. Little flip over to first to drive Keishel back. He's got 5 steals in 6 attempts. Tarek Skubal stops the running game. 2 steals all year. They were both in one game in Baltimore. Fastball high, throw down to second base, and the ball pops out of the glove of Gleyber Torres. Keishel was in anyway. The first steal against Tarek Skubal since April.
Yeah, it looks like Dylan Dingler didn't quite get the grip he wanted. Little double pump there. It was a high fastball, good pitch to throw on.
The 1-1. Change-up blowing away. Things are just a little bit off for Tarek Skubal in his last start against the Angels, and again, just a little off here tonight. Not a lot of swing and miss, but the strike throwing is the thing you really notice. 2-1. Slider way inside. Gets away from Dingler. Almost hit Lewis. And it's another 3-ball count. And the pitch count beginning to climb into the low 50s here in the third for Skubal.
Wants that slider down and in. Gets it there, but at no point was it ever a strike. Ball out of hand.
3-1. Fastball away. We're just not used to seeing misses like this. Terry Skubal falls behind in an at-bat. It almost doesn't even matter sometimes. He gets right back into the at-bat, and tonight, the number of times, first of all, I wasn't throwing strike ones first trip through the order. Now he's starting to throw strike ones, but then losing the at-bat.
Yeah, it's odd. He's just off.
It happens. We're not used to seeing it 2 starts in a row. Trevor Larnach batting First pitch, slider strike on the front door. 2 home runs in Detroit for Trevor Larnach in back-to-back games. This is another lefty who, well, this year certainly has not hit lefties like Julian. Ground ball softly to the right of the mound. Terry Skubal will charge, backhanded, flip it over to Torkelson for the 3rd out. 8 men to the plate, though, and 3 runs for the Twins. Skubal strands 2.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
All right, Ryan, PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this. Now, they all have the same grade, or?
No.
So one of us will be like the highest graded card.
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Let's see what he wrote. Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who does?
Pizza. Offer available for a limited time online only and at participating Little Caesars stores. Enter promo code JustCrustUs online or via the Little Caesars app at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. See our website or app for more information.
Michigan's corn farmers innovate every year to protect our environment while providing food, fuel, and fiber. Find out more at micorn.org.
The series for the Twins is brought to you by Northville Lumber, the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. Thrower, as Bobby said, last year, low walks, strikeout rate, better than a strikeout an inning, 2-0. Key swings and pops it up. Lead the shortstop right behind second. Will make the catch. Step to the left of the bag. Keith pops out to start the 4th inning. This is kind of what we've been used to seeing from Bailey Ober against the Tigers. Clearly wasn't healthy in the month of June. Gleyber Torres batting, first pitch. Wow. Sweeper backed up on Ober. Torres was bailing. And the pitch ended up in the middle of the plate. That's what happens when a 6'9" guy delivers a sweeper behind you. Fly ball to right field to the corner. Larnach will make the catch. The outs are coming fast and furious and easy for Bailey Ober.
And again, another four-seam fastball. Colt Keith popped that one up. It was right down the middle. But again, just the deception and the spin rate and how far Bailey Ober delivers that pitch out in front of him just beats you that much, and that's how you miss hit it. Same there with Gleyber Torres.
That brings up Kerry Carpenter. First pitch changeup is a little bit low. Can feel Jeffers behind the plate right now going, hey, come on now. You were giving that other guy some of the pitches off the plate.
Absolutely.
He's lobbying right now. The 1-0. Slider looked like a cutter almost, right at the belt at 84. Just tight break right at the hands. 2-0 the count on Kerry Carpenter. 3-0 Twins in the fourth, the 2-0. Line drive fair down the right field line into the corner. Extra bases for Kerry Carpenter. Larnach will have to go to the corner to field it. Gets it in to the second baseman, Keishel. Kerry Carpenter with a 2-out line drive double. First base runner of the night. Comes with 2 outs here in the fourth.
Yeah, showed Kerry Carpenter change up on that first pitch, then went to the slider. Threw him another one, and it was down, but it was in the middle of the plate. Kerry Carpenter drops that barrel on there, hooks it into the right field corner. Good swing there from Carp. He's on second.
Brings up Riley Green. Ober checks Carpenter at second, pauses a beat. First pitch to Riley is a fastball up and away. We saw 6 pitches, 5 fastballs first time up. Swung and missed at 3 of them and struck out. Lays off the first high fastball he sees in this at bat. Again, he's had success in his career against Ober. The 1-0. Fly ball right field, way back in right. Gone! Instant home run, number 28 for Riley Green. Tigers cut the Twins lead to 3-2.
He beat Riley with those fastballs up in his first at-bat. We talked about it early on. Bring that fastball 1 or 2 balls down in that zone. You got a chance. Hit that top rail. It's going to be tough. Well, that one was right where he wanted it. About a ball and a half down where he was when he struck out on that pitch earlier in the game. Guess what? That one sailed way over the right field fence. Good contact, good swing from Riley Green.
Change up strike to Spencer Torkelson. Man, that had to feel good.
Oh boy.
After getting beat by that pitch first at bat. Torque swings and taps it foul. Sometimes you just need that one hit to jumpstart things, and the Carpenter double jump-started a little 2-run rally here in the fourth inning. What a way to answer back after the Twins had just scored 3. The 0-2 to Torque, swinging a pop-up softly into right field. Keishel, second baseman, will call everybody off, make the catch, moving toward the right field line, very shallow right field. Torkelson pops out. Riley Green, 2-out, 2-run home run gets the Tigers on the board. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. 3-2 Twins. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
GMC took every American achievement. They are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. We are professional grade. Michigan residents get $1,000 lease cash. Well-qualified GM employees with a current eligible GMC lease use it to get a 24-month ultra-low-mileage lease for $199 per month with $29.99 due at signing on a 2025 Sierra light-duty elevation crew cab 4x4 with a 2.7-liter engine. That's $199 per month with $29.99 due at signing. Must be a current lessee of a 2020 model year or newer Buick or GMC vehicle through GM Financial for at least 30 days prior to the new vehicle sale. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Mileage charge of 25 cents a mile over 20,000 miles. At participating dealers only. Residency restrictions apply. Visit gmcofferinfo.com for details.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you're hurt, you shouldn't have to wait for help. That's why when you contact us, we respond fast. You'll have help when you need it most. We're so responsive, we're winning awards. In 2021 and again in 2022, we won the Hennessy Digital Award for fastest responding law firm. Getting help quickly when you need help most, that's the Bernstein advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Looking for a healthcare provider? Go to mclaren.org/primary care to find a doctor near you.
Every Tigers home run this year is Little Caesars Pizza home run. Order online for delivery or pizza portal pickup. Riley Green's 28th of the year. Makes it a 3-2 game. Terry Skubal now looking to put up the 0 in the shutdown inning after his team just got on the board. Bottom third of the order, Brooks Lee fouls the first pitch slider out of play.
Good to answer right there, Dan. You didn't get it all back, but good to answer that 3 spot.
That felt so important, didn't it? A little pop-up into shallow left field. Sweeney out, and he'll make the catch. Had it all the way. The wind comes into this ballpark, and it's really hard to tell some nights what it is doing to a batted ball. There's really only one open area in this beautiful ballpark, and that's out to right field. There's an open gap there. There's actually a sculpture that looks like waves with the wind moving on one of the buildings out there. It's actually a terrific sculpture.
Yeah.
Fastball misses away to Allen Roden, but that's the only place the wind comes in. So this ballpark sits down below street level. The sides are high, so when the wind comes in from other directions other than right field, it can come in and really swirl. But I think we can safely say it's pushing balls, pop-ups especially, toward left field.
Oh, I would agree with that for sure.
Roden takes a pitch outside. Now the 2-0 fastball middle for a called strike. 3-2 Twins in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch count update is brought to you after game by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. Ground ball to third base. McKinstry basically playing shortstop way off the line. Will field, turn, and throw to first and flip to Spencer Torkelson for the second out. Pitch count now at 60 for Skubal. He could use a quick inning after a very long third. And if he can get Edouard Julien, who hit one of the more stunning home runs of the year, quickly, his pitch count will be kind of at an average. Mid-60s is the average through 4 innings. The Aces know how to put up some quick innings when their pitch count climbs early. Fastball strike below the knees. The strike 1. Change up strike 2 on the outside edge. That's why we were so impressed with Troy Melton.
Yes.
He was just working to get quick outs. It was soft contact. 57 pitches in 5 innings. The 0-2. Line drive down the left field line. Kerry Carpenter not happy with that pitch. Up for Edouard Julien. A line drive single to left after hitting a home run off Skubal last inning.
Yeah, he's angry at himself for obviously the result, but it's because he's having a tough time getting that slider down and in. He wanted that ball down and in to Martin. He hits that jam shot down to third baseline for a double. And he had Julien set up perfectly for what he wanted. That strike the ball slider, but it was up, posted into left field.
First pitch fastball outside. He is getting calls off the plate away to righties again and again and again. That's a balls with outside, strike 1 on Austin Martin, who doubled his last time up past a diving McKinstry at third. The strike 1. Slider on the back door for a called strike 2. Skubal working third base side, sets, holds it for a beat. The 0-2. Changeup misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Julien in his career 94 at-bats against a lefty. He was hitting 170 coming into this game with 1 career home run. Home run and a single tonight against Skubal. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Finished him off with a changeup down and away. Martin strikes out. Single does no harm. We go to the 5th inning, 3-2 Twins. After 4 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Hi, Tigers fans. Hard not to find a family budget or business that isn't challenged in some way by rising costs. When it comes to healthcare, rising prices for prescription drugs and medical care can seriously affect the premiums we all pay for health insurance. Which is why my friends at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan are so focused on keeping health insurance coverage affordable for people and employers. As a champion for their members, Blue Cross is constantly innovating and partnering with doctors and hospitals to improve healthcare quality, bring lower-cost drug therapies to patients, and provide solutions to help members stay healthy in both body and mind. Affordable access to care is one of the cornerstones of their 86-year nonprofit mission. Blue Cross has the largest nationwide network of doctors, hospitals, and urgent care clinics, and offers around-the-clock virtual access to board-certified physicians and mental health experts. Visit mibluedaily.com to learn more. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, always ready to help.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
It's baseball season, and you know what that means? It's Faygo time. Nothing beats an ice-cold Faygo. Faygo, the one true pop. Faygo is a proud sponsor of Detroit Tigers Radio.
Our fifth inning today is brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. Zach McKinstry, 7 for 16 in his career against Bailey Ober, leads off in the fifth inning. 6, 7, 8 hitters. McKinstry, Dingler, Sweeney. First pitch slider really does kind of act like a cutter when it's up. We've seen it a couple of times. Strike one on the inner half. The 0-1 swinging a foul out of play. Zach has cooled off a little bit, and you look up and he's still got a 787 OPS.
Yeah, he's holding his own just fine. Very productive, deep at bats, doesn't give him away.
The 0-2, soft ground ball foul. I always like to talk about all the things that Zach McKinstry does well. The offense has been a real bonus this year because he does so many things well. Position flexibility. I was looking at his base running numbers today, Bobby. The 0-2. Away. Tigers led the league all year, and we talk about how often they take the extra base. They have led the league, and they're doing it at a rate that hasn't been seen in 50 years. Taking the extra base at a 54% clip and swinging a pop-up softly into left field. Lee will go out. Left fielder Roden comes in to make the catch. So that's how often do you go first to third on a single, second to home on a single, first to home on a double. Tigers at 54%, a level that hasn't been seen since the Athletics when they were in Oakland in 1975. Back in the days when Herb Washington.
There you go. What do you have? He had played one season, had like 30 bags and like one at bat or something ridiculous like that.
Never had a plate appearance.
Professional pinch runner.
Never put on a glove.
Wow.
Flint native. Who was a track star and a world record holder.
Yes, that I did know.
In the 50 and 60-yard dash, which apparently used to be a thing. But a sprinter, and Charlie O'Finley hired him as a designated runner. It was basically a full year and then part of another. He said, you got to give me a no-cut contract. I said, I don't give any no-cut contracts. Charlie Finley said that. He said, well, I know you also get rid of people really quickly, so he gave him a no-cut contract. Curveball away. But that was the last time a team has been taking the extra base at a level the Tigers have been taking the extra base this year at a 54% clip. You have to be precise about these things because that's the number that stands out. Curveball for a strike, 2-2 on Dingler. League average every year. How often do teams take the extra base? Base runners take the extra base right around 41, 42%. The 2-2 up. 3-2. Zach McKinstry is at 77%.
Yeah.
And 80% going back to last year.
That's incredible.
Taking the extra base.
That's smart. That's attention to detail, baseball IQ, understanding who's at the plate, understanding who's in the field, what handed they are. There's so many things that go into it before the ball's even hit. And he does that better than anybody.
Ober into his motion, the 3-2, and swinging a foul. Good job by Dingler. Slider off the plate, just flicked his bat at it to extend the at-bat. So we got the research department on it, Bobby. It's like, well, when was the last time a player was at this level of aggressiveness, taking the extra base? Ellie De La Cruz is right behind him this year. The 3-2, swinging a high fly ball, right center field, not deep. Larnach in some more. Wind knocks it down. He makes the catch in shallow right center. Dingler flies out. Acuna Jr. is as close to McKinstry as anybody at 76%. A few years ago, nobody has been at 77%. We sent the research department all the way back to 2005. Now, I know it's not as many opportunities as some others, but he's a full-time player.
Yeah.
And 77% is the best in the major leagues going back every year to 2005. No one has been above that. And we stopped the search there because I thought that was pretty good. I told the research department that's good.
Did you send them an email said that's good?
Good work. Isn't that crazy?
Who constitutes the research department?
It's
somebody you might know very well.
Strike one, ground ball fouled on the first baseline. Just to give you a feel for how much he has had, he really does lead this group.
No, it is
with his base running.
It's extraordinary. It really is.
Swinging at the plate behind 0-2. Tigers are behind 3-2. The 0-2 pitch. Change-up bounces. Kerry Carpenter a 2-out double after it was 11 up, 11 down with ease for Bailey Ober. Riley Green struck out on a high fastball first time up. He got another high fastball and did not miss. 2-run home run. Got the Tigers on the board. The 1-2. That's right at the belt. That's in the strike zone, actually. Fastball didn't get the call.
Ryan Jeffers held that one for a second, then did the old.
You can see the body language.
The old slow wind back to the pitcher. He's like, wait a minute, now I gotta have that one.
He's not getting anything off the edges. 2-2, swing and a foul. Change up away. First time that Sweeney has faced Ober in his career. Grounded out first time up. Been working on a little, what would you call it, Bobby? It's not a hitch, but just the way his bat, a little cock of the wrists at the start of his swing. The 2-2. Ground ball, diving backhand is stopped by Julian. He'll feed Ober at first. Fine play, took a hit away from Sweeney. The putout goes 3-1, put a star next to that one. A 1-2-3 fifth inning for Bailey Ober. And to the bottom of the fifth, first of four in Minneapolis, it's 3-2 Twins. This is the...
For 95 years, in communities across the globe, Gallagher's Insurance, Risk Management, and Consulting Solutions have helped businesses face their future with confidence. Whether your business is across the street or around the world, we are ready to help you through any challenge. As a proud partner of the Detroit Tigers, we want to do the same for the city of Detroit and all of Michigan. We're dedicated to building confidence together with you. To learn more, visit ajg.com. Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant.
Get ready to level up your trading card collection with 2025 Topps Chrome Baseball. Packed with the hottest rookies and fan-favorite vets, this year's release is an absolute showstopper, all in the signature Chrome Shine. We're talking draw-dropping designs, and of course, those coveted Chrome rookie autos. So whether you're chasing hits or just looking to pull heat straight from the pack, Topps Chrome is the move this season. Head over to Topps.com and start your chase today with 2025 Topps Chrome Baseball.
At Trinity Health, we believe every step, swing, and stride matters. Our orthopedic experts see you as a whole person and will create a treatment plan specific to your needs. Whatever your activity, you deserve to move pain-free. Using the latest surgical and non-surgical treatments and technology, our experienced and compassionate care team is here to get you back to what you love. Visit trinityhealthmi.org/ortho. Trinity Health, we see all of you.
For every Tigers home run, Ashley, the official furniture and mattress provider of the Detroit Tigers, donates up to $500 to nonprofits supporting Michigan kids. Go Tigers!
Byron Buxton takes a fastball low and in, ball one. This begins the third trip through the order for Tarek Skubal. That's who started last inning. Austin Martin struck out. That was the first strikeout of the game. We both had to double check our scorecards. Fastball up and in, 2-0 on Buxton. Just to give you a feel, this is a grind for Tarek Skubal. He's battling. Strike throwing is a little bit off. 2 walks, 1 strikeout through 4. 2-0, swing and a miss. Beauty of a changeup. Starting to dial it back in. Leads the American League in strikeout rate. Leads the American League in ERA. Has the lowest walk rate. 9-1 strikeouts to walks. It's pretty good. Buxton hits a high fly ball, right center field, not deep. Carpenter calling for it. Baez will peel off behind him. And a 2-1 pitch, Byron Buxton, routine fly ball to right. And Tarek Skubal now trying to dial it back in so he can at least give his team 6 innings of work. Starting to get some quick outs. 8 men to the plate, long 3rd inning. Some good swings. Fastball strike at the belt.
And then that's part of it. I mean, there's going to be times. I mean, you go through a full season, number 1 pitcher is going to make 34, 35, sometimes 36 starts. You're not going to have your best stuff every night, but can you keep your team in the game? And that's what he's done almost every time he's had a tough start to stretch.
Fastball up. Yeah, can you keep your team in the game? 13 times in 23 starts, Skubal's given up 1 run or none. More than 3 earned runs in a game just 5 times. Off the end of the bat on a knuckle curve. Softly served to Gleyber Torres at second off the bat of Ryan Jeffers. Didn't hit many balls softly in Detroit. 2 up, 2 down. 2 softly hit balls here in the 5th inning. 3-2 Twins on top. Check some scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studios scoreboard. Limited schedule on this Thursday. Cleveland is in action today. They started the day 6.5 behind the Tigers. After a Tigers win and a Cleveland loss yesterday. Slider on the outer third for a called strike on Luke Keeschel. Cleveland with a 3-2 lead. Foul out of play. I'm sorry, 5-4 lead. That game is in the 7th inning in Cleveland. Miami a 13-4 winner last night. 5-4 Cleveland today in the 7th, trying to take that series. The Mets lead Atlanta 3-2 in the top of the 7th inning. The Mets lost 7 in a row, won a game, and then lost last night. Swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. Keeschel behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Washington leading Philadelphia 3-2 in the 9th inning. Philadelphia starts the day with a 5-game lead over the Mets. Baltimore cooling off Seattle for a day, 5-3. Swing and a miss, slider down. Keeschel falls across home plate after the big swing and miss. And now Tarek Skubal. A nice little roll after getting the last out of the 3rd inning. 2nd strikeout ends the 5th. Ahead of the 6th inning. 3-2 Twins on the Detroit.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for small businesses to make it big. Big like hearing your small business featured in a radio ad for free, or getting free sports tickets to entertain a client. Comerica Bank brings big perks like these and more to every small business customer. To learn how opportunity happens here, visit comerica.com/prosper. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Lender. Offers available to Comerica small business customers only. Terms apply.
At Comerica Bank, we're all about helping small businesses grow with the right tools. One way we support our clients is by providing free advertising, like we do for electronic safety. Protect what matters most with professional installations and services for fire alarms, CCTV, nurse calling, and security systems. Learn more at electronicsafety.com. Grow your small business with free advertising and more at comerica.com/prosper. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Lender.
Michigan's family corn farmers are helping grow a better world. Our farmers practice good stewardship to ensure the next generation has healthy soil and farmland to continue our legacies. We innovate year after year so we can grow more food on the same amount of land. And we're proud to grow a crop that helps clean up our environment by providing a renewable resource that can be turned into clean-burning biofuels and biodegradable corn plastic. Find out more at www.micorn.com. Detroit.org.
Meyer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit.
Takes a first pitch fastball that has him turning out of the way. A sinker down and in. Hits it. Bailey Ober really doesn't throw much at all. 1-0. Sinker away, down and away. As Bobby detailed, it's just mostly 3 pitches, the changeup, slider, fastball. He's just thrown 2 sinkers in a row. 2-0, ground ball softly foul on a changeup down.
Had Javi in the hitter's count right there. Javi was expecting that fastball probably at the top of the zone. Dropped a little changeup, just rolled it foul.
The 2-1. Away with the 4-seam fastball. Javi saw a 3-ball count in his first at-bat. Unofficially on my scorecard, that's one of 3 now with this 3-ball count. 3-ball counts tonight for Bailey Ober. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. That's the one.
That's what you want right there.
That's the one. He wanted to attack it. It was in the strike zone. Wasn't too high.
And away from him, too. It wasn't like it was that 4-seamer and with his arm action. Gets a little bit of arm side run, not a ton. That was on the other side of that equator in terms of the plate. Javi swung through it.
3-2. Swinging line drive down the right field line. That's a base hit into the corner. Extra bases for Javi Baez. He'll cruise into second. Larnach gets the ball into Keishel. 2 long at-bats. The second long at-bat for Baez against
right field line for a double. Good swing by Javi Baez to lead off the 6th inning.
That brings up Cole Keith. His struck out and popped out. First pitch fastball paints the black away. Strike 1. Again, Bailey Ober hittable by righties, lefties for average, for power. 3rd trip through the order. Starts now with Cole Keith. He's hittable pretty much each trip through, but the numbers definitely climb 2nd trip through. And then you just try to remember that so much of the damage came in the month of June.
Yeah.
I mean, he gave up 14 home runs in 30 innings, Bobby. That's not Bailey Ober. The strike 1. Curveball down, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Not at all. You applaud a guy. He was clearly not right. You applaud a guy for taking the ball and going to the post, but it comes to a point where you're not effective and you're probably making your injury worse. So that's why they shut him down.
Numbers definitely climb last year and this year with runners in scoring position. Average jump, power jumps, line drive into right center field. A base hit. Javi Baez will score. We're going to tie it up. Big turn and hold for Cole Keith. Line drive single, 3-3 game in the 6th.
Cole Keith with just another good at-bat, consistent all year long, climbing. Another 4-seam fastball that was up and out away from him. Throws that barrel at it, hooks it over to second baseman Keishel for a base hit. RBI. Javi comes around to score. Yeah, tie up ball game.
2 really good at-bats.
Yes. Not trying to do too much.
Like you said, that was actually running away from him a little bit. It was off the end of the bat. But line drives tend to fall in, however hard they're in.
That's right.
Gleyber Torres, 2 career home runs and 6 at-bats. Takes ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Big sweeping breaking ball. Carpenter waiting on deck. Tigers are down 3-0 when Carpenter doubled with 2 outs and the bases empty in the 4th inning. Riley Green followed with his 28th home run of the year. Javi Baez double, Cole Keith single. We're tied up here in the 6th. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. Down in the strike zone.
Yeah, it looks like Twins got some action in that bullpen out there. I think that's Cody Funderburk out there.
In Detroit, he was the lone lefty. 10 days later, he's still the lone lefty in that bullpen. Cody Funderburk, the 1-2. High and tight, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's been a pretty uneven season for Cody Funderburk. Giving up a lot of hits, high ERA. 2-2. Swinging a pop-up. Softly into center field. Charging hard. Martin makes the catch. Second baseman Keisho kind of gave up on that pretty early. Martin had to hustle there. One out, one on. And that looks like it's the end of the day with Carpenter and Green coming up. The end of the day for the righty Bailey Ober. He goes 5 strong innings and then gives up the tying run here in the 6th inning. His outing will go 5 1/3. He's responsible for the man on first. Leaves in a 3-3 game, and while the Twins go to the bullpen, we're in the 6th inning. We'll pause to these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
The official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. For over 70 years, Biker Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents, birth trauma, and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Biker Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. All we do is win.
All we do is win.
Detroit baseball is crushing it. Hey, you know what else is a game changer? The Bronco.
Like the horse?
No, the Ford Bronco, built wild with GOAT modes.
Goat modes?
Goes over any type of terrain.
Legendary.
You know what's even better?
Tell me.
The deals at your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer.
Real savings.
Big time savings, knocking it out of the park.
Now that's a home run.
You better believe it. Get to your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer today.
Wallside is the smart choice. Smart because we are the factory. Our windows are custom made. That means no middleman. No middleman markups. Smart because we're dependable. Wallside guarantees every window for 35 years, no matter who owns the house. And smart because we're affordable. Get half off every window and Wallside's exclusive no-interest extended financing. 1-800-521-7800 or go to wallside.com.
Let's pause for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Cody Funderburk, the lone lefty, is called upon to get Kerry Carpenter righty green. Now first pitch bounces, but Bobby, this is not a lefty that's going to take a lefty out of the game. And Kerry Carpenter will stay in, but he doesn't really shut down lefties.
No, and part of the reason why is this breaking stuff isn't really devastating. You like to have that guy with a big slider or a big sweeper, and those are definitely not his best pitches.
Kind of a pitch-to-contact pitcher, a sinker for a strike, 1-1 on Kerry Carpenter. He's given up 33 hits in 22 innings this year, a .560 ERA, and lefties have hit over 300. No power, but they've hit over 300, the 1-1. Cutter on the outside edge for a called strike 2.
Sinker, cutter, slider, changeup, and a sweeper for Funderburk. The sinker and the cutter are his two main weapons.
Carpenter hit a couple of home runs early against lefties, just hasn't seen a lot of left-handed pitching since. Extends the hands away from the left shoulder as he cocks the bat over at the 1-2. Soft ground ball down the third base line. Funderburk will field, turn, fire, and he got him. Oh, man, did it look like Julian got pulled off the bag. Somehow, if he got the out, he kept the foot on the bag when he received a throw that looked like it was heading down the right field line. Tigers will not challenge. Big assist to Julian.
Yeah, he did a nice job. He did indeed. We're getting a good...
Oh, goodness.
Wait a minute now.
Snow-coned it.
Yeah, he did.
No, he made the play.
He made the play and just stayed on there. Did a nice job to just catch the baseball first. Funderburk bounced off the mound, threw it to Julian. It was tailing away towards right field.
Snow-coned it at the very tip of his glove. That's a great catch.
Yeah, it was.
felt like when Funderburk fielded, I'm like, oh, this could go down the line.
This could go to Minnetonka.
Riley Green takes a 1-0 cutter for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, it's not a big command guy on the mound to begin with. Works over on the third base side of the rubber. The 1-1. Low and outside. Pitch and change brought to you by Primitive Performance. Stay in the game with Primitive Performance and their fast-acting CBD topical cream. Keith goes down to second. He's there with 2 outs. Single could give the Tigers a lead. The 2-1. Low and away. 2-out, 2-run home run. So big in this game for Green in the 4th inning. Tigers have done nothing against Bailey Ober through 11 batters. Carpenter doubled with 2 outs, and Riley Green 2 pitches later made it a 3-2 game. 3-3 now, 3-1. Swing and a miss. That's the pitch. Fastball, outer third. Couldn't find it.
Yeah, a little two-seamer, 93 miles an hour on that one.
The 3-2. Up and in. Out over the plate, actually. Walked him. Couple of men on now for Spencer Torkelson. So a lefty who doesn't really get lefties out. And struggles mightily against righties. This is the nightmare scenario for a manager who knows that he's coming in. He just wants him to face 2 guys, get out of the inning.
Right.
And then he doesn't have to face Torkelson. The walk to Green means that Torkelson's going to get a chance to hit against a lefty who just doesn't get out righties. Pete Mackey, the pitching coach, out for a conference. The entire infield will join the conversation. Last year, righties hit 300 with power. This year, they're hitting 375 with even more power.
Dan, you outlined it too. This was the exact scenario that Rocco Baldelli did not want. He was counting on Funderburk to get both Carpenter and Green out, get out of this inning. You got Michael Tonkin warming up down in that bullpen.
Big opportunity here for Torkelson and the Tigers. The first pitch. Cutter has him jumping back out of the way. Lefty McKinstry, who hits lefties, on deck. Whenever Riley Green hits a home run, it seems like Torkelson's not far behind. Fastball up, 2-0. Riley will start to edge away in the team lead in home runs, and then
just come here, dude.
Tork will reel him back in.
That's it.
27 and 26 going into play tonight. Jeffers out in front of home plate, calling some defensive signals with the runners at first and second and 2 outs. Keishel, second baseman, shades up the middle. Outfield doesn't move a whole lot. It's straight up for Roden in left, Martin in center, Larnach in right, almost every batter. Funderburk, third base side, 2-0 pitch, swinging a fly ball, right field, not deep. Larnach back a step, makes the catch. Torkelson flies out. Tigers tie it up. Baez double and a Keith single. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning in a 3-3 game. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Favorites this week at Meyer. Locally grown blueberries are 3 pints for $5. Fresh from Meyer Family Pack chicken drumsticks are $1.29 per pound. Select Kellogg's cereal 3 for $6 when you buy 3 or more. And select Coca-Cola, Pepsi, 7-Up, or Dr. Pepper 12-pack cans are buy 2, get 1 free. Plus deposit where applicable. Getting a good deal more on the quality foods your family loves and deserves. That's the good life at Meyer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meyer app.
Tiger fans, get in the game and save August 14th through the 20th at Dunham Sports Huge Tent Sale in Waterford, located at 5000 Dixie Highway. You'll find thousands of items on sale, like the Denali 19-inch outdoor fire pit from Black Sierra for the low price of $89.99. Also on Tuesday, August 19th from 11:30 to 12:30 p.m., come out and meet Detroit Tigers player Winsel Perez. He'll be signing free autographs in the tent to benefit Gloves for Kids. Our big names bring you in, our low prices bring you back. So get in the game and save at the Dunham Sports in Waterford.
No matter what your sport, you win with energy efficiency tips from DTE. DTE's online interactive home can help you find tools, tips, and programs to lower your energy bill. Our Insight app gives you real-time information to make changes to reduce your usage. And our rebates put real money back into your pocket. So check out dteenergy.com/home and you'll savings, that is. DTE.
Early detection saves lives. Schedule your cancer screening today at carmanis.org/inspire.
Sixth inning today is brought to you by the Jack Demmer Automotive Group. Go and experience the Demmer difference. Royce Lewis at the plate. Terry Scuba was about to deliver the first pitch of the inning. Time called. Now he digs in, ready to go. First pitch from Terry Scuba, 97 on the black, in for a called strike one. 8 men to the plate in the third inning for the Twins. It started with an Edward Julian shocking home run. Left on left. Fastball misses low and inside. Austin Martin followed with a double down the line. Buxton singled him home. Jeffers' ground ball got Buxton to second. Then Luke Keishel line drive single made it a 3-0 game. Lewis swings and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Long inning, lots of pitches. Terry Scuba got Larnach, who's waiting on deck, to tap softly back to the mound, and he's been cruising ever since. The 1-2 got him, 99 middle. Lewis frozen, third strikeout, so the third trip through the order. It's 5 up, 5 down, 3 strikeouts.
He absolutely attacked Royce Lewis right there, pounded 2 fastballs in, got to 1-1, dropped the changeup on him, and then finished him off with just gas right down the middle at 99.
Trevor Larnach takes a fastball low, strike one. Wow. And home plate umpire John Bacon is hearing it. Somebody's about to get tossed in that Twins dugout. He's got his hand out saying, "That's enough, Rocco." And, well, to his credit, he didn't throw Rocco out. Usually you don't get much leeway before somebody gets tossed. The strike one, 100 fouled out of play. I will say, the calls that have been outside the strike zone box on our monitor, there have been quite a few, and they have all gone the Tigers' way.
There's been the outside portion of the plate, the first base side of the plate has had copious amounts of space allocated to it in tonight's game.
Very diplomatic. The 0-2, ground ball to third, backhanded by Zach McKinstry, goes down to a knee, flips it to Torkelson at first, 2 up, 2 down. Pitch counted 84. If he gets a quick out here, what do you think? Stay in? I think it has to be. It just doesn't seem like we see a pitcher start an inning with a pitch count 90 or above.
I would say this, even though Julian's gotten him a couple times in that, if you get Brooks Lee right here, you've got Roden and Julian bottom of the order. Maybe go get him after the first 2.
Yep. Fly ball to center field. Javi Baez back, still going onto the track at the fence, leaps up, and the ball popped out of it. No, he caught it. That was an optical illusion. I thought I saw something pop out of his glove, but it was just a ball in the bullpen behind him. What a play! Javi Baez up against the fence in deep. Takes an extra base hit away from Brooks Lee. Wow. 2 stars next to the catch from Javi Baez. We head to the 7th inning. Tigers and Twins tied 3-3 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
If you're looking for a meaningful career with lots of room to grow, both professionally and personally, consider UWM. We're one of the largest companies in Michigan, big enough to offer impactful roles in a wide range of specialties. But you'll also find a community of fellow team members ready to welcome, train, and support you. So no matter what stage you're at in your career, you'll find your fit at UWM. Check out uwmjobs.com and apply today.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We know that when you're hurt, hiring a law firm with the most experience can mean the difference between getting everything you deserve or walking away empty-handed. We're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm. Our lawyers have over 600 years of collective experience. 600 years. And that matters because more experience means more money and more wins for our clients. Our experience pays. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
My name is Jamie Hutchison, and I am a breast cancer survivor. I'm singing in a women's chorus. It's just nice to do something that feels good for your soul. This is a pitch pipe, and when you're singing, it allows you to get your pitch. Sometimes you're singing in one key, and you have to make an adjustment. I think life is full of pivots, and cancer treatment is no different. You can still find your note.
Take a second to pivot at carmanis.org/second opinion or call 1-800-CARMANIS. Opinion or call 1-800-CARMANIS.
Ready to replace your old windows and doors? You'll always hit a grand slam with Pella Detroit. Call Pella Detroit at 248-292-5000 for a free consultation today.
1-1. Maurice Lewis pops out to start the ninth inning. That's the end of the night for Kyle Finnegan. Man, has Kyle Finnegan been a pickup for the Tigers.
Oof.
I mean,
fantastic.
This is impressive. He gets 4 outs, 4 up, 4 down. His night will come to an end. Larnach coming up, Holton loose in the bullpen. He'll be coming on.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people, like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
And Meijer Round Top Bread just $1.39 each. Saving a good deal more on your favorite Meijer brand must-haves is a good deal better all season long. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Hardest working players brought to you every game by Carbliss. Proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball, the hardworking people who make it possible, and that goes to Tarek Skubal for 7 gritty innings tonight. It really was, Bobby.
It was. It wasn't his best stuff. It was a grind. Not many strikeouts as we're used to seeing from a Tarek Skubal outing, but he was effective.
Tyler Holton takes over on the mound. Bottom of the ninth, 3-3 game. First pitch fastball to Trevor Larnach, the lefty. A little bit low, ball 1.
Yeah, Tyler Holton, that is. Last time we saw him was against the White Sox, inning in the third. Gave up a hit. Punched out a White Sox.
1-0 fastball for a called strike.
Familiar arsenal, that 3-quarter delivery, cutter, sinker, sweeper, changeup, and 4-seam fastball.
The 1-1, swing and a miss. Good sweeper down and away from Trevor Larnach. Lefty doesn't really hit lefties. Tyler Holton much better against lefties. There's been a few games where the command has been off, and when it's off a little, he has been hit hard. The bulk of his work, though, since late June has been very good. Swing and a miss. Sweeper away. Wipes out Larnach. Tyler Holton's ERA was approaching 5 after giving up 3 runs against Pittsburgh in late June. Now his last 25 innings, Bobby, 7 runs on 15 hits, 2 walks, and 18 strikeouts at .250 ERA. Brooks Lee at the plate. He's about the same from both sides. Cutter in the dirt, ball 1.
That's more like the Tyler Holton we're used to seeing, isn't it?
can't overstate how important it is that he become a big piece.
It's huge.
At the back end, or just kind of reestablish himself as one of those guys that AJ Hinch will call upon at any time. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. Lee again about the same from both sides. Switch hitter batting righty here against the left. He draws more walks as a right-handed batter, and he has a little more power. Came into this game hitting .244 with 11 home runs. And Dylan Dingler asks and gets time. He's going to go out. Tyler Holton didn't see it. He was into his windup, and Dingler was about 40 feet away.
Oh, man.
That could have been bad.
Oh, that could have been real interesting. And through it all, Dylan Dingler looks completely unaffected, just cool as you like. I'd be shook a little bit if I was the catcher.
I've never seen that.
And I look up and my guy's mid-wind up about 50, 20, 40 feet from me.
No problem.
It's fine.
The 1-1 to Lee. Four-seam fastball misses away. 3-3 game in the bottom of the ninth inning.
You know, Dan, we talk about all the time the array of pitches that Holton has, and it's so difficult because of the percentages. He uses all of them, and he uses them to both sides. Really difficult as a hitter to cover all that.
The 2-1. Fastball away. Again, just 2 walks his last 25 innings. Pretty good chance he'll get back into this at-bat. Lee waiting, the 3-1. Swinging line drive, base hit up the gap in right center field. Long run for Javi Baez to pick it up on the track, get it into Torres. Lee cruises into second with a 2-out double in the bottom of the ninth in a 3-3 game.
Now, sometimes you got to tip your cap. This was a pretty good pitch from Tyler Holton, down and away from Brooks Lee. Switch hitter hitting right-handed. It's a four-seam fastball that was down and away a little bit. Lee put a good swing on it, splits the right center field gap. Ends up on second base with 2 outs here in the ninth inning.
Ryan Fitzgerald will pinch run at second base for Lee. Alan Roden at the plate, left-handed batter, first pitch. Fastball sinks low and away, ball 1. Three game, 2 outs, man at second, potential winning run at second base. The 1-0 to Roden. Fastball 94. That's about the upper end for Tyler Holton. Roden, just a brief amount of time in the major leagues. They picked him up from Toronto at the trade deadline, 6 for 34 in a Twins uniform. He's had little success at the major league level. 1-1, swinging a high, slicing foul down the left field line. McKinstry will give chase, but it ends up in the seats. 1 ball, 1 strike. Debuted with Toronto earlier this year, hit .200 with no power. Twins just looking for a single to get Fitzgerald home. This lefty hasn't seen many lefties at the major league level. 3 for 17 with a home run. Very upright stance, hands tight to the left shoulder as he cocks the bat over it. The 1-2, swinging a fly ball, left center field, fairly deep. Riley Green calling for it. He goes back to his left, makes the catch. We're headed to extra innings in Minnesota. Nice job. Tigers pitching outstanding. First Finnegan, then Holt.
online or via the Little Caesars app at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. See our website or app for more information.
Extra innings? It's been a while. Extra inning base runner is the Tigers' best base runner, Zach McKinstry. Dylan Dingler at the plate. First pitch, curveball, strike one. Cole Sands still on the mound. 3-3 game in the 10th inning. Extra innings brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Ready to help. The strike one to Dingler. Swing and a miss. He tried to wait on the curveball and then swung and missed at a pitch down and away. 0 for 3 tonight. Robbed of a hit. Back in the 5th inning, a sharp ground ball to the right side. Fine diving stab by Julian, who flipped to the pitcher, Ober covering. The 0-2. Fastball 95, up and away. The 1-2, soft little tap on the ground, foul behind home plate. Tigers 3-5 in extra inning games this year. Twins are 4-7. Keishel, second baseman, trying to shorten that lead of McKinstry at second base. Sands 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball up, gets Dingler.
Yeah, 95 miles an hour at the top of the zone, away from Dingler. Elevated those eyes, couldn't lay off of it. Right at that top rail, upper edge of the strike zone.
Pete Mackey, pitching coach, out to have a word with Cole Sands. Entire infield will join the conversation. Wenzel Perez has grabbed a bat. Let's pause right now for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Conversation continues. John Bacon, home plate umpire, goes out to break things up. Wenzel Perez will pinch hit for Javi Baez. Feel good every time Wenzel Perez steps to the plate. Stronger from the right side this year, but after some quiet at-bats for a few weeks, he's picked it up from the left side again. First pitch, swinging a high fly ball, left field, not deep. Long run for Roden. He'll get there. Made the catch in fair territory. Very shallow left field. Long run. 2 outs in the 10th inning. McKinstry's still at second base.
Yeah, a lot of times when you're pitch hitting coming off the bench, you want to get on the first thing smoking. This was a good swing decision. Fastball right down the middle. Wenzel couldn't really get on it. Hits that flare into left field. Roden did a nice job playing pretty deep.
I had my batters mixed up. That was pinch hitting for Sweeney. Javi Baez at the plate. First pitch splitter, swing and a miss. The 0-1 bounced it up to home plate. 1 for 3 for Baez tonight.
Like you said, Dan, best base runner on the team. McKinstry out there at second base, being aware for ball in the dirt. Jeffers did a nice job backhanding that splitter right there from Sands. Any way you can get another 90 feet in this situation, it's an advantage.
The 1-1, swing and a miss. Sinking fastball in under the hands. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Javi Baez. 3-3 game in the 10th inning. Keith waiting on deck. Tigers looking for a big 2-out hit. The 1-2. Ground ball deep in the hole at short. Backhanded by Lee. He'll bounce the throw to first and didn't get him. First baseman Julian had to come off to field that ball. Inning stays alive for Colt Keith. McKinstry had to stop at third. That's Fitzgerald now at shortstop. And he just couldn't get enough on the throw.
No, he couldn't. That ball was hit hard, taking him away from the play at first base in that 5-6 hole. He was over there plenty of time. I think he misjudged how hard the ball was hit. A little bit off balance on the throw. And Julien did his best to stretch using that entire bag. He was on that front corner, but he came off as he scooped it on the second hop.
Now Colt Keith takes his splitter up and away. Keith 1 for 4 tonight. RBI single in the 6th inning. Tied the game at 3. That's where we are right now in the 10th. McKinstry coming down the line at third. Baez at first, the 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball, shallow center field. Martin will come in and make the catch. Tigers can't score with the extra inning runner at second. Strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning at Target Field. 3-3 game.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
St. Louis Cardinals, one of the cleanest jerseys in the game. I've always felt that way. And, the birds on the bat, just an iconic logo. I mean, look how rich that yellowish gold is in the bat. All the stitching with the birds. I've just always thought it's one of the best looks in the game. 35 is the number I wore in my Major League debut. I actually think this might be the jersey from my Major League debut. So that was 2010, May 29th.
Bottom of the 10th inning. Extra inning runner for the Twins will be Alan Roden. First extra inning game for the Tigers since just before the All-Star break at Cleveland. Gasper at the plate, he bunts, he pops it up, and it bounces fair, then kicks foul. Not up in the air long enough. Holton, Torkelson, Dingler all trying to get there, and it's just strike one. Pinch hitter Mickey Gasper is pinch hitting for Julian.
Tried to bunt right there as a cutter in. If you recognize that as a pitcher, if you can, very difficult to do, but you want to throw that ball up and in if you can. I think it was helped out by the fact that he was throwing a cutter anyway. Tough pitch to bunt.
Gasper squares again, takes a cutter down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Holton sets, checks the runner, the 1-1. Again, Gasper shows bunt, pulls the bat back. Good hitters count, 2-1. Gasper is a switch hitter batting from the right side. 29-year-old, not had much time in the major leagues, has not had any success in the major leagues. The 2-1. Oh, fastball, that's a big miss. He's just trying to make an out. He has 0 successful sacrifices in his brief major league career. 7 for 72 as a hitter. See if Holton can get back into this at bat. 3-1 bunt, and he bunts it successfully. Torkelson will tag him out. Nicky Gasper does the job.
Gets the bunt down successfully. Roden moves over from second to third. Bunts it right at Torkelson, who was crashing from first. Only play is the tag. Gasper running up the line. Runner at third here, bottom 10. Infield will now come in with 1 out.
Austin Martin at the plate. The Tigers got him to hit the ball on the ground again and again and again at home. He's going to try to bunt. Safety squeeze. First pitch called a strike, a cutter on the back door. Everybody in tight. Will they try the safety squeeze again? He squares, bunt down the third baseline, foul. Well foul. Started foul, kept going. Will they ask him to bunt one more time?
I can't see them doing it again. Maybe, but I don't know here. If you can find a way to put a hard ground ball in play, you like your chances with this infield in like that.
Everybody in tight. Can you get a ground ball? The pitch, ground ball, check swing to first. Torkelson will throw home, and they got him at the plate. Perfect defense by the Tigers. Torkelson charged, fielded, fired home. Head first slide for Roden. Bang, bang at the plate.
Minnesota is challenging the out call at home plate.
You heard him. Minnesota's going to challenge the call at home plate, but an excellent play by Spencer Torkelson. It was an, check swing to him. He had to be very aggressive charging that ball and had to throw a strike to Dingler. Gasper slides in head first. Getting a great overhead look on our FanDuel Sports monitor here. He's out.
Out.
Tried to sneak that left hand in ahead of the tag from Dylan Dingler. He doesn't get it done. That's an excellent play on both ends from Torque, being aggressive, delivering a strike to Dingler.
Great look on our FanDuel monitor. And then absolutely smothered that left hand with a glove.
And then Dingler aiming for that left third base corner.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is out. Minnesota loses their challenge.
Wow.
The key to that play, Dan, is that Spencer Torkelson has to be aggressive. The second that ball is check swing off the bat of Martin, he's got one play in mind. He's got to come get it and deliver the baseball home. He did that perfectly.
Woo! That gets a heartbeat going a little bit. Little check swing, you're thinking, oh, that's just perfect. Little ground ball, perfectly played by the Tigers. Torkelson, Dingler.
Swap a jersey, one of the players on the National League, who would it be? Who would you pick?
Okay, so I got an Ohtani jersey last year, so
nice.
I'm gonna probably say Harper.
Maybe Judge. He's one of the greatest to play the game in the last 5, 6, 7 years, so it'd be cool to have his jersey. Ellie's been fun to watch. Ellie'd be a cool one. I mean, his jersey would probably be too big for me. It'd probably go down to my knees.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan. Oh, yes, we don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance. But it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked and that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way, couldn't.
Took the wrong direction. He just didn't know which way to go.
The Trinity Health Spine Program and get back to enjoying your daily activities. TrinityHealthMI.org/spine. Trinity Health. We see all of you.
Rafael Montero takes over on the mound. Austin Martin's at first. 3-3 game. Byron Buxton at the plate. First pitch, swing and a high pop-up foul and out of play. Well back first base side. Fourth appearance in a Tigers uniform since being traded from Atlanta. He's been with Houston as well this year. In 4 1/3, he's given up 4 runs on 4 hits, 4 walks. 1 strikeout, walked 3 his last time up. Montero works toward the first base side of the rubber. Righty sets the strike 1. Swing and a foul past the screen. Fastball with some life. No balls and 2 strikes.
It's got some life on it, but it was right down the middle. 96 to Byron Buxton. He had a hack at it.
He can hit a fastball.
Ooh, boy. Let's move that one to an edge, please.
The 0-2, swinging line drive, caught, going down to the ground by Javi Baez. Hit it hard. Baez just kind of leaned to his right, made the catch. The rare scoreless extra inning. We head to the 11th, 3-3 tie, Tigers and Twins.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal and I played with Eddie and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, you know, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards and I know it.
Wallside.com.
Extra innings. Brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Ready to help. Erasmo Ramirez shows up somewhere every year. We saw him in Detroit briefly in 2021. Very popular player. He just takes the ball whenever you ask him to. He's been in the minor leagues most of this year. Opportunity created when 5 players were traded out of that Twins bullpen. Just his 5th appearance of the year. He's given up 3 runs on 6 hits. Colt Keith is the extra inning runner at second. Gleyber Torres overdue for a big hit. Is at the plate. First pitch high and tight, ball 1.
Yeah, sinker, cutter, curveball, changeup. And a 4-seam fastball, doesn't use that very often. It's mainly sinker, cutter with Ramirez.
Yeah, it's pitching guile, isn't it?
Yeah.
The 1-0. Yanked it in the dirt, and that's going to get Colt Keith over to third as the ball gets by Jeffers. Wild pitch puts a runner at third with nobody out.
That's one he probably, I was going to say Jeffers probably should have come up with, but that was a full-on glove side yank with a cutter. Not a whole lot Jeffers could do right there.
Now everybody drawn in tight. Fitzgerald at short, shades way over toward third. The 2-0. Cutter backs up on the front door. Torres turns out of the way. Strike 1. Carpenter waiting on deck. Green will follow. Torres that upright stance, bounces that bat up and down on the right shoulder. 2-1 pitch, swinging a high fly ball right field. This will get the run home. Larnach back to his left, now in, makes the catch. Keith will tag, come home, throw to the plate, not in time. Strong throw by Larnach.
Colt. He scores. A wild pitch helps the Tigers take the lead here in the 11th. Sacrifice fly for Gleyber Torres, 4-3 Tigers.
Nice job by Gleyber Torres. We talked about how impressive his at-bats have been all year. Has not gotten many hits of late, but he still gives you professional at-bat. Gets the job done. Larnach has an absolute cannon out there, and he one-hopped that ball to the plate. That was way closer than it probably should have been. Nonetheless, Tigers push one across.
Brings up Kerry Carpenter. First pitch cutter on the back door for a called strike. So a pitch to contact pitcher. Rosmo Ramirez has always been that. Well, he's been kind of a swing guy in his career from Seattle, and then after 3 years there, the travels began around the league. A swing and a foul. He's been with 7 teams now, and several of those more than once. 1 ball, 1 strike on Kerry Carpenter. And you think, well, this should be a good matchup for just about anybody, and it feels that's true, but with the way he mixes pitches, Bobby, he seems to miss barrels when he needs to.
Just know-how and guile. Put a little on, take a little off.
0-2, check swing. He did not go. That was close. Bailey Horn is getting loose in the Tigers bullpen. The 1-2. Change up low and away. 2-2 Carpenter. Big hit in this game. Bailey Ober started with 11 up, 11 down. He doubled with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Riley Green hit a 2-run home run 2 pitches later. Tigers are down 3-0 at the time. The 2-2. Swing and a foul. There's a pretty good example. That's a cutter, 88 middle, and Kerry Carpenter just fouled it straight back.
Yeah. You see all the shapes and speeds from Ramirez, and then you get the one you can handle and you miss it just because you've seen the variety of stuff from him.
The 2-2, swinging a little pop fly into shallow right and over the head of a racing Keishel. Stuck the glove out, but the little pop fly got over his head. Tigers would love to add on to this 4-3 lead.
Another cutter in, starts inner third, comes in off the plate. It eats up Kerry a little bit, but he's dumped it into right field for a base hit. Find a way to get another one across, make you feel a little bit better here.
First pitch to Riley Green, ground ball softly to first. Fielded by Gasper, down to second 1. The return throw from Fitzgerald, that's a 3-6-3. Inning-ending double play. Tigers scratch out a run. RBI goes to Gleyber Torres. They take a 4-3 lead to the bottom of the 11th. This is the home of Detroit Tigers.
Still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That looks better. Get that D-backs hat on, Randy.
This is going to be one of those games that you're going to have to fight the elements. Wow! And I don't think that'll be the last bat toss we see tonight.
I would imagine not. As he slid behind Neto, took out his legs, but Neto held onto the ball.
Check out what our camera's got. That's right. Smacking himself in the face when he really likes to pump himself up and make himself angry.
Oh, he used the hat. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, take a bow. All right, absolutely.
Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Bottom of the 11th, 4-3 Tigers. Good news is the Tigers have the lead. The bad news is the extra inning runner is the fastest player in the league. Byron Buxton. Bailey Horn, just up from AAA, is warming. Rafael Montero is on the mound. Montero at times in his career has been easy to run on. Not this year. First pitch, a splitter for a strike. It's the rare pitcher who in his age 34 season has completely changed his mix of pitches. It's all about that splitter. Jeffers at the plate. 4-3 Tigers in the 11th. The strike one. Swinging a foul out of play. So splitter away, fastball away, 0-2 on Jeffers.
You got to be heads up here. If you're Gleyber Torres, you got to keep Buxton close. If for no other reason to limit the secondary he's going to get in the event that this ball goes in the dirt.
The 0-2 swing and a pop-up. Splitter was up and in. Jeffers popped it foul, third base side. Jeffers 0 for 3 tonight. Ground ball in the third inning produced a run. He walked in his first at-bat. Scuba went the first 7. Then Finnegan, then Holton. Montero got the last out last inning. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Foul tip to the glove of the catcher. Dingler, says John Bacon, the splitter. Jeffers doesn't like the call. Rocco Baldelli's coming out. He's like, hey, the ball hit the dirt. Rocco Baldelli says, hey, don't let him throw the ball back to Montero. Looked like that was he was complaining about, right?
Yeah, it looks. He wants to look at the ball.
Rocco Baldelli just got ejected. He's hot. They want him to check the ball. Now Montero. Montero just threw the ball out.
You're not going to have a look at this one. You sure aren't.
And he made sure
he threw it toward the Tiger.
That it hit the dirt before it hit the fence.
Oh, that's some
in front of the Tigers dugout.
If nothing else, Montero has proven he is a pretty sharp individual by doing that. Let's put another mark on this ball.
First, Dingler throws it back to him, and Rocco Baldelli loses his mind at that point.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I want to check the ball.
Montero tried to keep the ball, and then he figures out, let me just throw it over here to my dugout, and I'll skip it against the fence in front of the Tiger dugout.
I never liked that whole let's check the ball thing. I mean...
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wow. Let's look at the replay. It wasn't a foul tip. It wasn't even a foul tip, Bobby.
Was it not?
I didn't see contact. Let's see.
No,
there was no contact. So the ball was in the dirt, but there was no foul tip. But that is what the home plate umpire called.
Right.
Keishel at the plate, taps it foul. Rocco Baldelli ejected. Either way, it was a strikeout. Let's just go with that.
Yep.
But that was pretty funny. Let's throw it. It's like they're playing keep away from Rocco. Soft ground ball to the left side. Charging McKinstry. Sticks that glove outfield. Fires. Got him at first. Fine play by Zach McKinstry. Soft little roller. He had to do everything perfectly, and he did.
That's a heck of a play by Zach McKinstry. Pounded into the dirt right in front of home plate. Buxton flying right behind him. Keishel can run too. Good transfer, throws a seed to Torque at first base.
Trevor Larnach, a lefty waiting on deck. You would think that's for Bailey Horn. Royce Lewis at the plate. First pitch splitter, a swing and a miss. Strike one. It was fastball, sinker, slider last year. I'm sorry, fastball, sinker, changeup. 90% for this righty last year. Scrapped the sinker, scrapped the changeup. It all went to the splitter. Soft tap foul in terms of how often he uses it. And you just don't see that very often. First time in his career he's thrown it. And I think that's why the Tigers feel like there is still some upside in Rafael Montero.
Certainly. At this point in his career, the ability to adapt like that shows you something about him.
It's Been a good pitch for him this year, too, and we struck out Jeffers on it. Royce Lewis, 4 for his last 32 after a nice hot stretch. The cold stretch started in Detroit just over a week ago. Twins down to their last strike. Buxton's at third, 2 outs, 4-3 Tigers. Montero sets, holds a glove at the letters. The 0-2. Fastball 97. Up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dingler likes it. Points the glove out. 1-2. Montero from the stretch, middle of the rubber. Buxton coming down the line. The 1-2. Splitter misses down. Heck of a take by Royce Lewis. Crowd coming to life here at Target Field. Tigers trying to close out an extra inning win in the 11th against the Twins. Montero ready. The 2-2. Swing and a foul off the leg of Lewis. He stayed with the splitter.
It's a good pitch by Montero. That splitter. His splitter is not the one that falls off the table straight down. It's the one that's more like a two-seamer spinning sideways. Tremendous amount of horizontal movement, 12 inches of horizontal movement on that pitch. It was pretty much the same pitch that Royce Lewis just laid off of. He fouled that one off.
One more time, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul out of play. That's a well-executed fastball, 97 above the belt, and Lewis just got a piece of it to stay alive.
You see what they're trying to do to Lewis? Get him to chase up and away, or pound something in the dirt on that splitter down and into him.
Very upright stance from the right side. Lifts the bat off the right shoulder. Cocks it high over the right shoulder. 2-2 again. Check swing. Strike 3. Tigers win. Rafael Montero with one heck of an 11th inning to preserve a 4-3 lead. Gleyber Torres delivers the go-ahead run in the top of the 11th on a sacrifice fly, and Rafael Montero, in his best outing as a Tiger, strikes out 2 and does not allow the tying run to score in the form of Byron Buxton. Scuba with a great start, great pitching all night long from the Tigers. Our final score, the Tigers take Game 1 of the 4-game series with the Minnesota Twins by the final score of 4-3 in 11.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for small businesses to make it big. Big like hearing your small business featured in a radio ad for free, or getting free sports tickets to entertain a client. Comerica Bank brings big perks like these and more to every small business customer. To learn how opportunity happens here, visit comerica.com/prosper. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Lender. Offers available to Comerica small business customers only. Terms apply.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP.
A lot of fans